Hi, I'm Sab, and welcome to The Long Play, where I tell you about some of the best music albums you have probably never heard about. And the album and the band that we are going to discuss today, they're one of the most influential and important names in rock history. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Deftones. Now, before I tell you about which album I'm going to cover, let me just tell you a bit more about Deftones. Now, obviously, they're from California. They are one of the biggest rock names out there, but and also like they have like a very illustrious discography, right? Like some of their albums, Around the Fur, Diamond Eyes, White Pony, Koino Yakan, they are some of the biggest names in rock history. But what is really interesting about Deftones is that it has not always been smooth sailing with them. You know, there was always a lot of creative differences within the band. And this mostly happened because two of the founding members, Chino Moreno and Steve Carpenter, their music tastes are very different. Now, Chino Moreno, who is the lead vocalist, right? He has always been this introspective guy, emotional, very vibey. Like his vocals are very atmospheric and melodic, almost like, like he's whispering the vocals. And then he can always obviously go into like screams and like screamo shit like that, but he has always been the sensitive, introspective guy. And Steph Carpenter, he has been this metal dude with like, down tuned guitars, seven-string guitars, in fact, and very like chugging riffs and thrash metal and all that shit. And I think there has been clashes in terms of what direction sonically the band will take. But in this particular album, which is their 2020 album, Ohms, I think their creative differences, they sort of come together, and it's such a beautiful and magical moment because it's like a compromise between, both camps. Like Chino is like, okay, Steph, I get that you're heavy. And Steph is like, you know what? I think Chino, you're amazing atmospheric vocals. I can make it fit into like my metal framework. And these guys, they come together and they create something which is very aggressive and yet introspective and vulnerable at the same time. It is truly beautiful. Like, although I like a lot of their other albums, like I love Koino Yakan, I love Diamond Eyes, but somehow Ohms is like the album that stands out for me because of the different elements which are going on. Like how it is very hard, yet it is very soft, and how they mix like elements of punk music, there is shoegaze, there is pop music, there is, it's like poetry in motion somehow, right? And I think that is like really, really cool. And I think it's very difficult for me to like point out few songs from this album that I like because it's such a cohesive album and like I like everything. And I think you need to listen to it like right from the start up to the finish. It's a very enjoyable listen. It's in fact a must listen. You need to listen to this album if you like are into rock music, right? So yeah, I think that is actually what this entire channel is also all about. I talk about albums that I really resonate with, albums that I'll keep coming back to five, six, seven, eight times a year, albums that I can listen to and repeat. And although like Deftones, they are not a new name, they're not like a small band, they're like huge. But I'm sure there will be like rock lovers out there who somehow have missed them, somehow who have never heard about Deftones. This video is for you guys because you need to like check these guys out, right? And if you like what I'm doing, if this resonates with you, then hit subscribe, and I think you're gonna like what's coming out next. Ciao.